I've got my sketch, just a girl or a guy, but probably a girl. And here's her head. So I'm gonna start by sectioning her hair kind of. So if I draw a curve here, that's her hairline. And you want to give space for her forehead between her eyebrows and the top of her hairline. And there is where you're going to draw her bangs. You could start drawing her hair, her long hair on the sides of her face. But if you do that without drawing your bangs first, it kind of might throw you off. So it's best to start at the center of her head and at her bangs. So I'm going to give her some side bangs. So I'm just going to go with a long swoop right there. And I did a little swoop because hair is not one straight line. It's a bunch of lines. It's a bunch of curved lines. No hair, I don't care if it's curly or straight, no hair is completely 100% a straight line. That would be crazy. That would be crazy control. I wish my hair was a straight line. Jeez, oh my God. Anyway, we're going to do the same thing on the opposite side of that swoop. There we go. And that's her part line right there. We could have done her part line here, or if you wanted to be crazy here. It doesn't matter where you do it as long as there is a part line, because everybody has a part. Unless you don't, you have a shaved head or something, or no hair, then in that case you really wouldn't have a part. Anyway, I'm gonna take some more curves just to give it more dimension, make it look more realistic. Okay. And now I'm gonna draw just this is the top of her head. Her longer portions of her hair. So I like to start with the front strands. I'm gonna give her hair over her ears because starting out, that's easy. So we're gonna start with a tiny little J curve. See the J part right here? Straight. Both sides. And it's best to do long, confident strokes rather than little strokes. If that's your style, go for it, but it's best to do long, confident strokes. All right, and just gonna make this one section of hair. You don't have to, but that's what I'm choosing to do. Also, always make sure your pencil is sharp. Otherwise, you'll have lines like mine. Okay, so I did the front. I'm not completely done with the front. You can do little offshoots if you chose to do so. Okay, now we're going to draw. Oh, that's where her ear. If there's no ear, guys, well, there's an ear. It's just behind the hair, so don't worry about it. We're going to go over that a little bit. And in real life, unless your hair is super bouncy and full of life, your hair isn't going to go too far away from the head here. I like to keep mine close to the head just because it's more realistic. I don't have super flat hair, but you gotta be really cool to have that much hair. Not many people do. And if you do, I'm totally jealous. Just gonna make that, I'm extending that a little bit. Okay, so you've got your hair pretty much outlined. I'm sorry if you can hear those screaming kids outside. There are literally 3 trampolines outside my window. 3 trampolines outside my window. The kids in this neighborhood are so loud. I don't know how I fell asleep. I don't know. Okay, sorry. Sorry for the tangent there. My gosh. Anyway, there are individual strands in the hair, obviously. This is just like block shapes, kind of. So I like to start at the part of the roots of the hair and just make little strokes downward, inward, curving with the hair. So little C, a little longer than C shapes. And then right here at this corner is where our hair covers the bangs, so it's going to be darker there, just like with the roots of the hair. So give it some of those curved shapes. And then I like to put longer curves in there just to kind of separate the hair a little more. And then lighter strokes inside. This is going to be darker here because the hair is overlapping. And there's one little bit, and you can throw a random strand there or something. And here's the main hair, or this hair, so do kind of straighter strokes here because it's not curved, it's going downward. And I like to do it like this. Just kind of offshoot here. Because it's looking a little lifeless. Alright, and here's how I'm going to do this little inner bit. Pretty much just shading it. Flat black. Well, it's not black, it's graphite. You know what I mean, guys. And just watch the pencil strokes. And you can't go wrong. Alright, and see here, it's looking actually a little too flat. So I'm going to bring some hair down. Okay, buddy. I'm going to darken it up a little bit in the middle here. Alright, awesome. That looks awesome. Alright, and I'm going to fast forward it for the other side. If there's too much pencil and you didn't leave enough white, just take your eraser and gently take away where you want your highlights to be. Just gently, and voila, highlights. This is looking a little too curvy. There we go. So there we have it. You've got a head of hair on her now. So next I'll do the profile view for you guys. Alright, catch you in like a second. Bye. So let's go ahead and start with this guy. Again, we're going to look for the hairline. So I'm going to draw a curve here. There's my hairline. Give it some space between the eyebrow and the hairline because there's a forehead there. Woo! Okay. And so we're going to stick with the same hairstyle, straight hair from this side profile view. Alright. Do my little curve. Multiple little curves here. Alright, the ears here, but we're going to cover that up with our little S curve, or not S curve, J curve. Oops. Now this is the back of the head here. So when we come to the back, we're going to curve in just slightly and then straight. The ends of the hair can have a little curve to them unless she her hair is pin straight. If you want to go for pin straight, then go for pin straight. I like a little bit of curve, especially at the ends of the hair, because there's wind and there's other elements to hair. So very rarely is hair pin straight. Just tracing some lines real quick from my sketches. And here we go for this bangs on the other side. I like to go like that. Yep. And then for the hair, it would be coming right there-ish. Most likely because her bangs are swooped to the side, and this front part of her hair, which we saw in the other sketch, covers her bangs just a little and is right over her ear line, where her ears would be. So it's not going to be further out than her bangs, it's going to be a little bit back. So that's why if you could see through her hair, there will be a line going right here where the other side of her hair is. It's not going to be like over her head. So there's that. And then we just do the same thing we did on the other side, which is, block in the shading. Here. Block it in. Block it in. This is a lot more because it is a lot more to shade just because it's a little bigger than I had intended to draw it, but I was like, it is what it is, I'm not gonna redraw it or anything because I'm sorry, I'm sad, I have to go into work tonight. And then tomorrow's Memorial Day in the States. And I had off from Memorial Day because, you know, I've been at this place for a while, and they don't want to pay me on holidays for time and a half. So I had off, but my coworker has kidney stones, apparently. Kidney stones. And she can't work, and I'm the only, there's only a handful of us, 3 or 4, probably even less than 3, it's probably 3, there's not 4 anymore, that can cover this shift because nobody else is trained in it. And I'm the one that always closes, so yay, I get to work on Memorial Day. I mean, how can I say no to that? She has kidney stones. But then my coworkers have been telling me, well, of course she has kidney stones on Memorial Day, you know. But I don't care. I'm just sad. Plus they wrote me in. They keep writing me in. We're not allowed to request off without manager permission now, just because we're so low staffed. But whatever. I like my place of work. It's just frustrating sometimes, like anything, I imagine. Okay. And we're just going to keep doing the same thing we're doing here for each individual strand, or not individual, for each part of the hair. So I'm just going to show you real quick. I'm going to section this with my lines. You don't have to do this, it's just helpful to draw some sections so that when you do the whole line thing Jesus. So now you have a little section where you can easily shade the top, shade the bottom, and then shade in between. So shade the bottom of this strand. And I'm just gonna fast forward from here on out. So I've got a little bit of a sketch here where we've got most of her hair done. There could be a little bit more blending here, but this is the basic idea. Alright, so then what you do is, same thing we did on the other side. If you want to put any stray hair, now would be the time to do it. Okay, and then again with the highlights, if you want to brighten any of your highlights up, smooth them out, you know. And there you have it. There's your profile view. I didn't finish this side of the hair, but you get the basic idea here. Alright, and yeah, I'm pretty much done here. I'm just done. Yeah, there's more to be done here, but I'm done. So I'll just blend that out with my finger a little bit. That's really bothering me. And now move my finger. It's a little better. Okay. Well, if you enjoyed this tutorial, let me know, guys. And I will provide you with more hair tutorials because not everybody... Oh, there I go. Screwing it up. I'm screwing it up. There we go. All right. There are more hair tutorials, or there are more hairstyles than just this. And I would be more than happy to provide tutorials, but let me know if this was helpful at all to you. That would, any feedback would be great. Alright, have a good one, guys. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!